Please answer this question. It's a very important question in discussing this subject this morning. Can I motivate you to do something? The answer is no. Yeah? Not no. No one can motivate me to do anything in this world. And the very first time I discussed this subject, or I explored this concept, I had your opinion. Yes, someone can motivate me, or I can motivate someone else. The short answer is no. What I can do is inspire you, but to be motivated, you need to motivate yourself. I can be an inspiration. This chanting of the song might inspire you to get involved. It may inspire something in you, but you have to motivate yourself to get involved. No one can motivate. We use the words loosely, that I need to motivate this one and motivate the other. But truly, motivation is something that we must do to ourselves, for ourselves, by ourselves. What others can do for us is inspire. What you can do for someone else is be a source of inspiration. And this is why it is important to discuss the concept of motivation. What is the greatest source of motivation on the job? Somebody give me this. Where is that? Sandpaper? What is the greatest source of motivation? They give me the philosophical answer now. The first one was the truth. That was the honest answer. A lot of people are motivated by money. And sometimes we see companies doing all sorts of creative things to motivate, create incentives, create recognition programs, giving nice benefits of vacations and all these other health benefits. They are intended to motivate. But sometimes we confuse and we think that I will really do better when I get that increase. When my boss gives me a little raise, I will do much better. Or when I get that promotion, I will do much better than I am doing now. But that only becomes short term. You see, people will do a lot for money. People will do more for a good leader. But people will do the most for a good belief system, for a strong belief system. People will do much. People will do a lot for money. People will do more to follow a good leader. But they will do the most when they operate on a belief system. People will do the most. People will be motivated the most when they operate from a belief system. Think of that. This morning, I would like to share with you two types of motivations. That which is external and that which is internal. And we will chant a very beautiful chopai from Tulsidas' Ramayana, Aranyakan, as we talk about the first type of motivation, that which is driven from the outside. Some of these are money, societal approval, fame, and in this instance, in this chopai, we will sing about motivation out of fear. Motivation out of fear. Sometimes we hear about using the big stick, but the big stick becomes sometimes not motivating enough. So we have to use a bigger stick, and then that too also becomes not enough. Tulsidas tells us in his chopai, in Aranyakan, a conversation between Marich and Ravan. And Ravan was using a motivator to tell Marich. He wanted Marich to help him devise and execute a plan to abduct Sitaji. He wanted to get in the way of the Lord Sri Rama. And he asked Marich, Marich, I want you to be part of this plan. And Marich said, are you sure you want to do that, Ravan? Ravan, are you sure? Think about it. Can such a mighty champion who killed Taraka and Subahu and who broke Shiva's bow and slew Karandushan and Trishara, can he be an ordinary man? Ravan, please think twice. And he is trying to convince Ravan don't do what you're planning. Ravan decided, I will motivate you. I will give you a motivator to help me do what I'm asking. Please join as we chant from Tulsidas' Ramayana. Ravan says, you want to advise me? The student trying to advise the Guru, Ravan is saying, and use even more stringent words. He says, you fool, you presume to teach me like you are my Guru? Tell me, which warrior in this world can match me? And he said to Marich, and here was the motivational strategy that Ravana used in getting Marich to follow his instruction. He says, if you don't follow and assist me, Marich, I will kill you. Now, isn't that a motivator? It's a do or die situation, right? Well, that's Ravan. How does this sound? If you don't do your homework, what is the consequence? What is the consequence of not doing your homework? No TV. If you don't do your homework, no sweets. If you don't help clean up and sweep or wash the wares, you can't go online with your friends on Saturday. And like this, we create external motivators out of fear. Sometimes as employers, Atma, we motivate our employees by saying, unless I am the boss and you will do as I say, not Atma, but many bosses operate on using the big stick approach. And as I said before, the big stick only works to the extent that it becomes the routine, and then you have to use a bigger stick. I came across a very beautiful example this morning in the book You Can Win by Shiv Khera. And he spoke about incentive. You know, you want somebody to do something, you tell them I'll give you a little raise at the end of the day. Or you want somebody to do something, tell them I'll give you a little more money to go line with your friends. Those are incentive type motivations. Listen to this example. Think about a donkey with a carrot dangling in front, and the donkey is pulling a cart behind. You know that example about the carrot on a stick? The donkey, we hold a carrot in front of donkey head, and we expect, how we move the carrot, donkey will follow. The example says this. Think of a donkey with a carrot dangling in front of it and a cart pulling behind. Incentive motivation will work if the donkey is what? Hungry enough. But not only that, if the carrot is sweet enough. And not only that, if the load is light enough. These three things must come together for that donkey to decide, I will move, I will walk. Think about the example. From time to time, you have to let the donkey take a bite of the carrot. Not the whole thing. Take a little piece. So you get a little increase. And you become motivated for a while. Otherwise, if you don't give the donkey a little taste, it is going to get discouraged. So that's why you always, in motivating that way, give a little taste, a little at a time. But after the donkey takes a bite, its stomach is now full. And then you need to wait for the donkey to get hungry again before it starts to pull the cart. You also need to ensure that the load is not too heavy, because next thing is, remember gain and pain? You can feed the donkey how much you want and tease the donkey how much you want, but if that load is too heavy, then the pain is more than the gain, and the donkey will not be motivated to go. So we need to think of this exact example, to think about what are the strategies that we use as parents, what are the strategies that we use as teachers, not only in the school system, I mean teaching other people. What are the strategies we use as someone in the workplace that is giving instruction or trying to find ways of getting people to do things?